In the current media industry, there are a variety of pressing issues. One of the most salient issues has to be copyright and how new media is affected by copyright. Modern copyright in the United States first came into being during the 19th century. In 1897, the Copyright Act and Office first came into being, and these infrastructures are still being used to this day. Today, the Copyright Office is responsible for administering a complex and dynamic set of laws which include registration, the recording of title and licenses, a number of statutory licensing provisions, and other aspects of the 1976 Copyright Act and the 1998 Digital Millennium Copyright Act. As mentioned in the previous quote, the copyright laws in the United States have expanded over the years to incorporate new things, such as the Internet. A variety of works can be protected under copyright, from musical works and architectural works, all the way to choreographic works. Naturally, movies and medias fall under these laws and are protected via copyright. The copyright law's impact on the media economy is wide-reaching and major. The copyright laws, in theory, promote creativity and new works to be created. In addition, it provides rights to the original creator and protects their work for a period of time. The media industry has to adapt incredibly fast over the past few decades because of how fast technology has improved. The internet, streaming, and YouTube are all now major aspects of the media economy, something that would have been unthinkable 20 years ago. A recent important example of copyright law would be the battle between Alfonso Ribeiro and Epic Games, the creator of the wildly popular video game Fortnite Battle Royale. Epic Games' video game has earned billions of dollars through the sale of in-game dances called emotes. Alfonso Ribeiro, also known as Carlton Banks in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, was the creator of a dance known as the Carlton, which found its way into the game without his permission. The Copyright Office agreed with Ribeiro and sided with Epic Games, in a decision that could have millions of dollars in repercussions for not only Epic Games, but the entire video games industry. The influence copyright has on new technology like video games is more wide-reaching than just Fortnite. Copyright has been the centerpiece in a battle between the media industries and internet pirates over the last 20 years. According to a study by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, the film industry has lost an estimated $30 billion up to $71 billion annually. 230,000 to 560,000 jobs were lost because of piracy, and the United States GDP took up to a $115 billion hit. In a survey of 1,000 United Kingdom residents, 60% admitted that they had pirated something in the past. What's more surprising than that is over half of them had pirated something recently, but that 83% of those people tried to find their content through legal means, and that 91% of pirates subscribed to a streaming service like Netflix. In a quote from 2011, Gabe Newell, the owner of the largest digital video game storefront, Steam, said piracy is almost always a service problem. This quote still reigns true 9 years later. According to the same survey above, 34% of people said the content wasn't legally available, and another 34% said it was too difficult to access. I believe the media industry could help mitigate the current piracy and copyright issues they are facing by making content more accessible. One of the largest social impacts of copyright has been on social media platforms such as YouTube. 300 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every minute, and YouTube has a robust set of tools to detect copyrighted material. One such thing is Content ID, which means that companies that own music, movies, TV shows, video games, and other copyright-protected material can issue video blocks or take revenue from certain videos. Of course, this can be abused by companies that do not have a fair claim. For example, reviews on YouTube sometimes have to resort to still images from movies, as even footage from publicly available marketing trailers can have the video blocked or revenue taken. Companies such as Disney and Microsoft have come to an agreement with Google and talks on how copyrighted material should be posted on the internet. Websites should adhere to certain principles to protect copyright, and should they abide by these principles, companies will not pursue them for infringement claims. Despite these agreements, we still see many improper copyright violations, false claims by major companies, and other copyright-related issues. The issue extends to other platforms and culturally when we factor in things like memes. Memes have become incredibly popular and are defined as a unit of information which replicates by passing on via the internet. However, many memes come from copyright sources, which raises a copyright dilemma. Should companies take down videos that use their copyrighted material, or embrace it for free publicity? Internet memes are inherently different from the source material they often pull from. It can be as simple as an image from the show, but also continue to evolve as time passes along. As mentioned earlier, despite the Carlton dance being a choreographed work, something protected under copyright, it has become a popular dance and meme. The largest argument would be that internet memes are largely not a substitute for the original work, which makes them not copyright protected. However, it would be in the media economy's economic interest to embrace memes that emerge from the industry. For example, the children's animated television show SpongeBob. Nickelodeon and Viacom benefit from the increased popularity of SpongeBob, make money based off merchandise from internet memes, and can re-air or sell popular episodes. During 2019, based off of an internet meme, a petition to have the SpongeBob song Sweet Victory play during the Super Bowl emerged. Collecting over 1.2 million signatures, the petition encouraged both the Super Bowl and Nickelodeon to embrace meme culture and have SpongeBob appear during the performance. Of course, without the use of copyrighted clips from the show, pictures, GIFs, and more, it's unlikely that SpongeBob and Sweet Victory would have ever gotten this much cultural traction. By embracing meme culture and a more liberal use of copyright enforcement, companies can benefit in the media economy. Copyright in the media economy and industry has not been entirely beneficial, however. One of the most controversial aspects of copyright law is when something should enter the public domain, and how an author's death should factor into copyright. For works published after 1977, the copyright lasts for the life of the author plus 70 years. Work for hire can last between 95 to 120 years. Disney has repeatedly been able to increase how long Mickey Mouse can remain in the public domain, and right now it is set to happen in 2024. While the mouse may exit copyright, he will still be trademarked by Disney, which makes an interesting conundrum regarding copyright and trade marketing. American copyright law believes that progress and creativity emerges because of intellectual property laws, but also believes that work should enter the public domain after a set amount of time. Ultimately, companies like Disney have a stranglehold over what material society should be able to freely create and adapt because of their continued increase of copyright length. In a world where Mickey Mouse is public domain, we could see anybody create their own unique take on the character, free from potential copyright strikes from Disney. Overall, copyright is an important part of the media industry and economy. Copyright, since its adoption in the late 19th century, has protected creators' works and promoted creativity in the media industry. As time advances, however, so does copyright. With the introduction of things like the internet, copyright has become a battlefield on websites like YouTube and other social media platforms. With the power of copyright, the media industry has been in a war with media piracy and unauthorized uses of their copyrights. While copyright has become an issue in the media economy and in society, at its core, copyright serves to benefit people and companies. The problem of how companies should handle copyright issues on platforms such as YouTube, if they should embrace things such as internet memes and more, all make for fascinating problems to analyze regarding the media economy.